Welcome, fellow yogis, to our next Bhagavad Gita lesson. Let's settle in with a slow, deep breath. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shanti. I'm still at our San Francisco Yoga Center, which is episode number 298. You are always on my mind. Taken from the Willie Nelson song, You Were Always on My Mind. I just made it present tense. You are always on my mind. And he sang, maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. But you are always on my mind. You are always on my mind. And we're on the 27th verse of the 9th chapter. Sri Krishna says, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever sacrifices you make, whatever help you give, whatever austerities you practice, Arjuna, make that an offering to me. Sri Krishna says that the spiritual path doesn't require complicated rituals with a full team of expert priests chanting around a blazing fire. What it really calls for is something much simpler, and I would say much harder, a willingness to let go of the illusion that there's a separate I, independent of the whole. In the previous verse, Sri Krishna pointed out that whatever we place before God is simply a vehicle for our self-surrender. It's not the flower, it's not the fruit, it's not the laddu itself, it's the heart behind it. Now he expands the scope, letting us know that all our actions, even the most mundane ones, can be opportunities for dissolving the ego. Eating breakfast, offer it. Folding laundry, offer it. Practicing bhujangasana, offer that too. When we shift our intention from I am doing this to I am offering this, the grip of the ego loosens. In God's eye, no sincere offering is ever too small. And while we might not achieve instant enlightenment while washing the dishes, it's definitely a step up from muttering about how no one is helping doing the drying. Sri Krishna wants us to stop living as if our spiritual life and our day-to-day life belong in separate compartments. We can only spend so much time at our altar or our place of worship before our life calls us back to traffic jams, emails, grocery store lines. That's really where the rubber meets the road, where the level of our practice is tested. Yoga isn't meant to be confined to our meditation cushion. It's meant to transform what appears to be ordinary into something sacred. Krishna uses the word apanam. Apanam is an offering to me. Instead of making the secular sacred, the ego has its own clever way of doing the opposite, making the sacred into something secular. What we call spiritual materialism. When our holy actions start feeding our sense of self-importance. Even the most pious deeds, devout rituals, heartfelt prayers, or generous acts of service can inflate the ego if we're not paying attention. Krishna says that the antidote for this is aparnam, offering it to me. When we consciously dedicate our actions to the divine, we're preventing the ego from hijacking our devotion. It's the secret ingredient that keeps devotion pure and prevents their spiritual life from turning into just another ego-enhancing program. I'll read you what Swami Asokananda says. When you take a shower, think, I'm washing the Lord's temple. Then I'm dressing the Lord's temple. I'm feeding him. I'm putting him to sleep. Then every act becomes a puja. Their very life becomes an offering. For reflection, let's face it, the ego is probably going to sneak into just about everything we do, at least for a while. Rather than getting discouraged, what we can do is offer up the action before we begin. And then when it's done, offer it up again. In time, something beautiful happens, at least occasionally. We begin to feel that the complete action, from start to finish, is being offered through us. Thanks for joining. See you soon. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.